to the various colonies. So the 13 colonies really were corporations.
That's right, one.
They weren't places. Same way, today, the Moorish Science Temple of America is a corporation with charters. When we issue a charter, we are acquiring jurisdiction. We're not just being licensed to follow religious tenets, so to speak. But that's exactly what we are. Just our religious tenets are so broad because of the type of religion of ours. And the greatest misconception is by way of our fellow citizens not comprehending how expansive our religion is in our lives. They think we're crazy when we tell them, oh, I'm not a citizen of the state of Michigan, I'm a citizen of the Moorish Science Temple of America. Well, the Moorish Science Temple of America is a religious corporation. That's just a religious organization. Yes, but it is a religious organization of Islamism. And the title of my ruler is Sultan.
That's right.
Which is a big difference. When no disrespect, no harm intended, but a Catholic still organizes an association called a state for its political representation, because his religion does not encompass his political representation. So he can't conceive why you wouldn't want to organize in that state with him. We already have our state called the Moorish Science Temple of America.
Yes, sir.
This is where we keep our vital records. This is where our identity is maintained. This is where our private business takes place, because this institution is private to us.
That's right.
We don't have to do business with the public unless we choose to. When we, Prophet Noble said, I've labored much in public and private. So I thought for so many years that just meant that he went out downtown and filed some documents and represented us, and even when he went back home at his house, he was still writing up stuff and organizing it. And now I have learned a little more in life. I come to understand that there's what's known as a private life and there's a public life. Prophet Noble Ali organized this institution to cover the basis of our private lives as well as the basis of our public encounters.
Yes, sir.
Because we have a prophet that has worked and protected us in the private areas of life. Public institutions are in error.
That's right, more.
For infringing on our private sides of life.
Yes, sir.
And redress is due.
Yes, sir. Mm-hmm.
When you are a Moorish American, your religion is Islamism. Your religion tells you how to manage, maintain, and support your child.
Praise the Lord.
Yes, sir. Praise God. Praise God.
The friends of the court are not our friends.
Praise the Lord.
They have no business in our private way of life.
Absolutely.
They have no business.
Right.
We're not Negroes, blacks, and colors. We have a private law code. Dr. Antonio Bustamante introduced private law code to the Pan American Conference in 1928. That was the difference. We lacked our private law code. Because we lacked a private law code, state could justify managing our private lives as wards or corporate fictions. But when you have a nationality, a religion, a body of law that governs you, they have no jurisdiction in that side of life. There's no justification. There's no legal ramification to being a private way of life. This is why, on the same principles, Child Protective Services have no jurisdiction in a Native American's life. Because Native Americans have their private law in relationship to their children, how they raise their children, what goes on with them and their children is a matter of private issue. It must be referred to the tribe of the child, not the state.
That's right.
The state has no dominion. Now, the federal Child Protective Services may find an emergency necessity to assume jurisdiction if the child is in danger for the betterment and protection and welfare of that child. But overall, when you're talking about the benefits of having a private law code, a private way of life, is to give you your own way.
That's right.
It's called forced assimilation. Remember, we're not to serve the gods, the ideas of their religion. They are imposing their ideas, their God, on us.
Absolutely.
That's why I'm taking this time just to, I've been on the same track for about the last 6 weeks. But I'm just trying to walk different scenarios to us where our religion protects us from abuses, mistreatments that we